once again to M5's English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan and I'm here on your TV to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay, well, let's learn English together. Hi, people. Hello, hello, and hello. So, how are you all today? Is your day going well? Yes? Good. Mine is too. I woke up following a wonderful dream which had no hippos, no llamas, no gibbons, and absolutely no unicorns. After that, I went for a run. And we all know the best part about going for a run, don't we? Yes, it's when we finish. That's definitely the best part of running as far as I'm concerned. After that, I made breakfast. And of course, there was lots of coffee. I made a pot of coffee first thing this morning. In actual fact, I prepared the coffee maker last night. I know, you're not supposed to prepare the coffee in advance. The coffee doesn't taste so good when it's pre-prepared, the coffee experts say. Anyway, people who look like this. These people say that if you grind the coffee beans, fill the coffee maker, and then don't make the coffee, then the flavour of the coffee taste won't be as good. The flavour of the coffee won't be as intense as usual. Well, okay, perhaps the experts are correct, but, and here's the thing, our grinder, the machine we use to turn coffee beans into coffee grounds of coffee that we can put in the coffee maker. Well, our grinder is really, really loud. It makes a horrible noise, a horrible, long, whining noise which starts as a low-pitched noise and then works up into a crescendo of a horrible, whining, high-pitched noise. And if I'm getting up early in the morning, I can't grind coffee beans, can I? No, not with this coffee grinder. Everyone in the house would wake up. Everyone in the house would wake up and start complaining. So, I grind the beans the night before, put the water into the coffee maker, put the ground coffee into the basket, and screw the coffee maker together. That means that in the morning, all I have to do is turn the hob on, and in 4 minutes, the coffee will be ready. And maybe the coffee experts are right. Maybe the flavour of the coffee isn't as intense as when I make it fresh. But at that time in the morning, I don't think my tongue is awake. And to be honest, I can't tell the difference. Now maybe if I made the coffee and then let the coffee sit in the coffee maker for thousands of years, maybe then I would look like something like this. And then it wouldn't be important how intense the flavour of the coffee is. Okay, so back to where we were. I had lots of coffee, and now, after a nice dream, no llamas, after a run, coffee, breakfast, and more coffee, I'm here, in the studio, ready to start today's lesson. And yes, it's still a mini revision lesson. In fact, it's the last one of the week, because, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you all, today's our favourite day of the week. Today's Friday. And I know that you've all got that Friday feeling. So, onwards we go, onwards into the lesson. And then later, after we've had a shower and checked that we don't smell like our dinosaur's armpit, then it's into the night, to the pub, or to a restaurant, or to a house party, or something else. Right, see you on the other side. Think about the situation if you have a problem with your computer. If your computer isn't working properly, for example. You take your computer to the computer repair centre. Tell them what the problem is, and then the computer technicians try to locate, try to find, try to identify the source of the problem. They look in the computer to see where the problem starts. They want to find the source of the problem so that they can fix the problem, so that they can repair the computer, so that they can eliminate the problem and make your computer work properly. Think about journalists and police detectives. They often have sources, people they know who provide them with information, people who give them information. These people are a source of information for the journalist or the police detective. The information comes from these people, these sources of information. Now, where was it? Oh, yes, of course. Two phrases, one source. Both the British phrase and the Hungarian phrase come from the same source. They both developed from the same idea. And that source is the telephone. When the first public telephones were developed, they didn't work with credit cards or with telephone cards. No. The first public telephones worked with metal coins in the UK and with some tokens in Hungary. When someone wanted to use a telephone, they picked up the handset, dialed the number, and then they heard a noise. When they heard the noise, they had to insert or put in either a coin, a penny coin if they were in the UK, or a token, a tontus, if they were in Hungary. Now these two things, these two objects did exactly the same thing. Both the penny coin and the tontus are made of metal and they're the same size, and that's very important. Public telephones work with electricity. They need electricity to work. No electricity, no phone call. Now the next part is the important part. It's all to do with electrical circuits. Okay, calm down. It's not difficult. A circuit is the idea of an approximately circular line which starts and ends in the same place. Think about when you were at school. Think about your sports lessons. When the PE teacher wanted you to warm up, he told you to run a few circuits around the football pitch or gym. Okay, so that's the idea of a circuit in general. But the circuit we're interested in is an electrical circuit. An electrical circuit is the same sort of thing. Electricity and something which works with electricity connected with wires. Now, here's a picture of a very simple circuit. Okay, so as you can see, in this circuit we've got a battery to provide or give us electrical power, a light bulb and a switch. All of them are connected by blue wires, but this circuit is broken. The switch is switched off, so the electricity can't complete the circuit. So the light bulb is not on. There's no light. Now, I know you all know, but I'm going to ask anyway. What happens when we complete the circuit? What happens when we connect the switch, when we turn the switch on? That's right. When we complete the circuit, then the electricity can travel around the electrical circuit through the wires, and the electricity can connect to the light bulb. The electricity can reach the light bulb and provide electrical power for the light bulb to work, like this. All right, that's better, isn't it? Now that we've completed the circuit, now that we've turned the switch on, now the electricity can travel all the way around the circuit and provide electrical power for the light bulb. Now the light bulb is working, it's giving out light, it's lit up, it's illuminated. Brilliant. Now, stay with me for a minute. This is where the phone comes in. A public phone works in the same way as this electrical circuit. The circuit is broken until you give the phone company something. And that something is money. Yes, kids, that's right. The phone company won't let you phone for free. You have to give them some money, some cash, some dough, some wonga. You have to pay to use the phone. Okay, now, back to the penny and the tontus. What do we know about them? Well, there's one very important fact that we know about them. They're all the same size. Pennies and tokens are made by machines. They're cut to the same size. So if I have a penny and you have a penny, then we know that they're the same size. If you've got 10p and I've got 10p, then we know that the two coins are the same size. Look at this photo of 1 and 2 penny coins. All the 1 pennies are the same size? and all the 2 pennies are the same size. And the same is true of tokens. They're made by a machine. They're all the same size. Okay, now why is this important? Because inside the public phone, inside the box where you put the money or the token, the switch is operated when a coin or token of a certain size enters the machine. So when I put in a penny, the machine recognizes the size of the coin, the switch is activated, the circuit is completed, and the electricity connects to the phone so that I can make a phone call. If I put a token into a token-operated phone, the same thing happens. The machine recognizes or detects that a token of the correct size was inserted, and the switch is activated. The circuit is completed, and the electricity flows all the way around, which means that I can make a phone call. So, when the penny drops, the circuit is completed. The electricity flows all the way around and ping!
One day you may be able to call home and automatically turn off the oven.
Everything is clear. So what did Lizzie mean when she said to Tim, the pennies dropped? Yes, that's right. She meant that the circuit in Tim's head is now complete. The electricity is flowing around his brain and he understands. The switch has been turned on. Contact has been made. Tim understands. Okay. And what's the Hungarian version? That's right. Leesett a tontus. Exactly the same phrase. Exactly the same meaning. The only minor, small difference is that the British use a penny and the Hungarians use a token. Okay, now time's running out, but we've still got a couple of minutes left. So, there was one adjective that I'm not sure if we've seen before. Tim said that his legs were sore from all the walking. Any ideas of what sore means? Yes, that's right. Sore is just a synonym for painful. If you run 300 kilometers, your legs will be sore. They will be painful. If you have a headache, then your head is sore. If you have a toothache, then one of your teeth hurts. It's painful. It's sore. If you run into a tree with your face, then your face will be sore. Okay, what else? Well, Tim also said that there was a hole in his sole. The sole is the bottom of your foot or the bottom of your shoe. In this case, I think it's more likely that Tim's talking about the bottom of his shoe. If you walk around the world 3 times, then you will get a hole in your shoe, like this. And that's it. Yes, we're done for the day. Our English lesson, or rather, the mini revision, the lesson where we again cast our eyes over something we'd seen recently. Well, it's come to a close, and now you're free to do whatever you fancy. Is it time for another coffee? Or perhaps a cup of tea? Or maybe it's time for a pot of tea? Possibly it's time for a sandwich. Or it could be time for a biscuit or a piece of cake. I know that for me, it's time for a coffee, but that's just me. Anyway, whatever you decide, tea, coffee, a biscuit, a piece of cake, whatever, remember to have fun and enjoy it, and yourself. And don't forget, it's Friday. Yes, we've all got that Friday feeling. So, when the time comes, hit the shower and scrub yourself until you're sure that you don't smell anything like a dinosaur's armpit. Then it'll be time for the weekend to begin. So, have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself and let your hair down. Relax and have fun. And if you need some more English, you all know where to head to, don't you? www.mediaclick.hu. Okay, people, that's all from us here at the studio. Have fun, have fun, have fun. And remember, most importantly, to have fun. I'll see you all on Monday. See you later. Bye.